I swear I usually clean as I go, but today was just like, it was super crazy. I got up a little late because I always get up a little late. Come here, Milo. And I think I made 268 scones this morning, and they were all different flavors because I had two different, come here, Milo, different sets of orders. Anyway, it was hectic. It was confusing, but I worked really, really, really hard today, and I worked really hard last night. And I'm just thinking about how, like, I'm sure at some point I will get burnt out. Many of us get burnt out. But right now, the hard work is making me so happy. I just crank up the 80s tunes. I dance while I work. It is so fun making scones. So what I'd like to know is, what do you do that you work really, really hard out that wears you out, but it's a good kind of wearing out? Like exercise or your job or, I don't know, binging Netflix, whatever. What do you do? What do you work at really hard that brings you a ton of satisfaction? Milo, come here. Milo. And also, what I want to say next, I don't want to sound like pompous, even though I'm the queen, but just please take this in the way I intended it. So I've been getting so many private messages and emails and texts, like just so much personal communication, saying how much you all love the scones and all sorts of things. And I thank you very, very much. I'm trying to stay on top of replying to everybody individually. And right now I'm just too slammed. So I will get back to you when I can. It might take me a year. I just want to let you know I'm reading all the notes and I'm super grateful. Thank you very, very much. I hope you're having a beautiful day. All right. It's a very rare occasion, guys. I'm going to be soliciting advice and feedback today. Yeah, I know. I'm a hypocrite. I don't like unsolicited advice, but today it's solicited. First of all, this is not an advice question, but just, what do you think? Do you think I think I may have gone a little too far in the online shopping, and I feel like today's ensemble might be a little sort of like bougie suburban cruise ship or whatever. I think maybe. I mean, it's comfortable and all, but it's got a top note of spiritual white woman or trying too hard, I think. I got this blouse because it reminds, or tunic, whatever you want to call it, because it reminds me of another blouse I got, which I got at the thrift store on Big Caves Road. There's a Goodwill. It's like the bougie Goodwill. And I wore that I took that on my trip to Mexico in January. I'm so glad I took that trip. Is there something that you did right before lockdown, like before March, that you're so glad you did it? My trip to Mexico was like, it was so great. I was by myself and I just took really, really, really good care of myself. And I wore that blouse, even though I didn't love it. But now whenever I look at it, it reminds me of the great time I had in Mexico. And, it was on that trip that I thought, this is setting the pace for the whole year. I'm going to travel every single month. And then, lockdown. But metaphorically, I have traveled so many places in my mind, in my kitchen. So did you have any, can you even remember your New Year's resolutions and how were they affected by lockdown? Okay, solicited advice part. Here we go. Yesterday, I put up a post saying that I'm doing a silent auction to raise money for my friend's classroom of kids who are high risk and special needs. And I usually get overwhelming responses to calls for help. And except for John Morgan asking me to weave him a mask out of potholder fabric, which I think I might. John, I'll work on it. I didn't get any bids. And my old mind is like, oh, nobody likes me or no one likes my silent auction. I know, whatever, that's self-centered. But let's just cut to the chase and say, I'm trying to raise money for these kids. I'd really like it if you would help. And maybe I should put up a separate post each day, one item per day. So what I listed, some beautiful artwork and knitting from friends of mine, and then also some of the arts and crafts I've been doing to try to keep my mental health on solid ground during lockdown. Look at these pot holders. Aren't they awesome? Don't you want them for your collection? What would you bid on them? And then I made, also in the interest of not losing my mind or trying to not lose my mind, I made all these malas. Look at these. I mean, I made the knots in between those beads. And so I know, whoop-de-doo, right? Who cares if I made the knots or someone else? But the point is, I am trying to raise some money for these kids, and I want you guys to bid on the stuff. So what can I do to get you to bid? Or maybe just say in the comments, hey, I'm going to bid, or hey, I'll throw you some money for those malas. That's it. I'm asking today. I'm asking. And then what else did I want to tell you? Well, I have to tell you every day that sconecrone.com. And I have some other stuff on my mind. It's actually pretty heavy. I wonder if I should wait until tomorrow. I think I should probably wait a few days till I get a little bit more centered on this thing that's been bothering me, because otherwise I might start spouting off like a fucking asshole, which I can do that. That's one of my superpowers. I call it Irish Buddhism or New Jersey Buddhism, where I attempt to enlighten people by metaphorically punching them in the nose. So that was a little bit weird and mysterious. Anyway, let's just say that I've been having a really, 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 really happy summer, but not without some big wrenches thrown in. So I've been wrestling with a lot of stuff, y'all. Have you been wrestling with stuff? What are you wrestling with? Please tell me. Have you started buying bougie clothes online? I want you to know, I don't think I've ordered any clothes online this week. And last night when I was working my way through my pint of ice cream, I didn't even like the flavor. So I just got rid of it. So there you go. Changes. All right. I hope that y'all are doing well. Come on. Tell me what you'll give me for some mala beads and these incredible pot holders. Let's help the kids out. Okay. All right. See you later. Hey y'all, thanks a lot for tuning in. I hope you'll like and subscribe to my channel. And if you like this episode, I hope that you'll copy this link, share it with a friend, paint it on a wall, put it on your social media. That'd be great. Thanks a million. Take it easy.